Hi, my name is Stanley, and today I have with me two microphones from Rode. I have the Rode VideoMic NTG, and I also have the Rode Wireless Go. I'm going to be comparing these two microphones to each other just because they are of a similar price point, which is around $200 to $250, with $200 being the Wireless Go units, and then the $250 being the Rode VideoMic NTG. They're pretty similarly priced, so I just thought to compare them to see what's different between them, when you would use one over the other, and also, of course, how they sound in an indoor environment versus an outdoor environment. Of course, these two microphones are pretty different in what they actually are. This is an omnidirectional lavalier microphone, so omnidirectional just means that it records in every direction, whereas the Rode VideoMic NTG, that is a super directional microphone, so it doesn't pick up in every single direction equally. In fact, it only picks up what's directly in front of it and to a slightly muffled extent what's behind it. I would say that an omnidirectional lavalier and a shotgun microphone, they do have very different uses. Obviously, with the lavalier microphone, you need to have it attached to whoever is speaking, whereas a shotgun microphone, you don't need to do that, but you have to point it at whoever's speaking, and if you ever don't point it at them, then it would not pick up their voice very well. The cases where you would want to use a lavalier microphone include when your subject is constantly moving away from the direction of the microphone, or you don't want to have to constantly point your camera or microphone at your subject. And if your subject is going to be walking very far away from the camera, naturally for a constant location microphone such as the shotgun microphone, the further away they walk, then the harder it is that you'll be able to pick up their sound. But with a lavalier microphone, no matter how far they walk, then you'll still be able to pick up their sound because the distance is constant. Of course, the limitation is that you have to make sure that you're still within wireless range between these two units. Now, the advantage of using a shotgun microphone is that it is super directional, which just means that whatever that is directly in front of the microphone will be picked up a lot more compared to everything on the side. This is great because if you have a lot of cars driving by, you have a lot of ambient noise, then you're really able to cut that out a little bit more compared to using an omnidirectional mic. For example, right now, there were a bunch of cars just driving by, and then you also have sirens in the distance. I'm not sure if this can be picked up, but my voice should be loud and clear because it is what's directly in front of the mic, and that should be the primary thing that is loud and clear. So I just did a test between these two units just to try to see what the difference is between them. I did some in an indoor environment, and then I also did some in a noisier outdoor environment. So let's see the results. All right, so I have with me the Rode Wireless Go. I'm testing out the audio, just seeing how it sounds. I am also going to test with an actual lavalier mic that is right here, and that is connected to the wireless lav unit. And lastly, I'm going to test with the Rode VideoMic NTG. Tell me how does this sound. I'm using the Rode wireless lavalier in an outdoor environment. There are leaves rustling in the background, there is wind, there is a guy using a leaf blower in the background. So just testing this outdoors, see how it performs in a more outdoor, less controlled environment. This is the Rode VideoMic NTG. This is a little bit more of a directional microphone compared to the omnidirectional lavalier mic. And it is a little bit windy right now, so ideally this would be better at isolating sound, but who knows, let's see. So I'm pretty used to the Rode VideoMic NTG now, and I think it is an amazing mic, especially for the price of $250. And I was actually really surprised by the performance of the lavalier mics. The Rode lavalier mic actually performed really well, especially indoors where there weren't too many ambient noises. However, when we went outside, I think it didn't perform as well as the Rode VideoMic NTG. It sounded a little bit more muffled, and it picked up some ambient noises, and overall it didn't sound as clear as the NTG. I would say that the results are pretty consistent with what I initially somewhat expected in the beginning, where in the absence of background noises, a lot of ambient sounds, then they would both perform pretty well, especially because they're made by the same company and are around the same price points. But once you go outside where you start to have a lot of ambient sounds and a lot of things going on everywhere, then the shotgun mic did end up performing a little better. Of course, having this wireless lavalier would end up still being a lot better than using the onboard sound. So in either case, I think this is still a really good pick if you do want to upgrade your sound quality. Thank you everybody for watching this quick comparison. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it the thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.